Hello folks, Typhon Carter here, and I bring to you Smogon Premier League 17. This is a Week 9 showdown between Pideous of the Circus Maximus Tigers and 199 of the Ever Grande BIGS. Pideous, she has been having a fantastic season, as I've stated many times before. I think she's only lost one game up to going into the regular season finale. The Tigers and the BIGS are actually both fighting for a playoff spot, and 199, he's really stepped up his game in the second half of the season. But that being said, though, a huge game. Both players' teams really need them to win, so that both of them have a shot at playoffs. But we'll see how this plays out. This is a very interesting pairing, as 199, he's had several interesting ideas. Pideous has also been pretty on top of things in this new sleepless meta. But that said, though, let's jump right into this. Bronzong lead, Scarm lead, so two directions here for both players. This could either be a full-on stall mirror, or this could be an offense versus an offense kind of ordeal. We don't know for sure. This Scarm could indicate a Spikes hyper offense or just hard stall. Bronzong could be something like heat proof with stealth rocks, and then explosion, that cat jazz, and then could just be defensive. So no telling. Starmie, okay, doesn't tell us anything immediate. Okay, Clef. Okay, so this is a stall versus stall matchup. Bronzong's gonna come in here, go eat the knockoff, go lose lefties, but that's fine. You probably just want to get rocks up. Clef's got seismic toss, try to wear this down. 199 knows that it's not gonna explode right away. Gonna go into Scarm to cover a possible explosion play, but Starmie's gonna come in, and now this is a shut Scarm. Yeah, that's been really popular with all the mags that's been running around, and Rotom's gonna come in. This is probably Spidef Rotom, and we see double Rotom action here, and Pideous's Rotom looks to be Scarf, and Gira's gonna come in. Gira obviously can be a huge threat here if you're not careful. Just this Suicune's gonna come in, eat the... Oh, that did very little, so that might be a Crocune. But Rotom's gonna eat this waterfall like it's nothing. Either that or that's a defensive Gyarados. No telling, but they're gonna come in here. Nice pivot from 199, and Nidoqueen's going to come in, be the T-Tar switch of choice. 13 turns in, both players' trajectories actually reveal something very different. So for Pideous, initially, like when you see Starmie and then you see Scarf Rotom, this could easily be disguised as a stall of sorts, or like a rapid spinner centric stall, where you're just playing the hazard game and then using something like Starmie to clear hazards. And then you see Surf, Rapid Spin. The last move, you could do Psychic, or you could just do T-Wave. I think both were pretty viable. You could also do T-Bolt too for stuff like Gyarados, but that means something like Breloom's gonna be a pain in the neck. Even though Breloom is not like nearly as common, it's still like sitting at about 10% usage in this tour, so you do have to at least acknowledge it in the builder. And then for 199's team, this is like a interesting take on stall. Like, you have the Suicune that only took what, like 12-13% or whatever from the Gyarados, and this is probably a Crocune into, and you really see how oftentimes Toxic Spikes really benefits from its slower win conditions, such as the Calm Mind Clef, such as the aforementioned Crocune. And then you use that to overwhelm everything that is not named Clefable, and if you see a Clef, then you're probably playing, the PP Stall Mirror, with Nox, Seismic Tosses, all that, and then the last here on 199, this team could just be like a breaker or just another defensive piece. If I see this, it's like, yeah, you got the fire resist, you probably want another, like, probably like half decent Lucario check. Anyways, Sweden's gonna come in here. It's gonna eat whatever T-Tar throws at it, more or less. Fire Blast gonna do absolutely nothing here. And T-Tar's just slowly getting worn down by T-Spikes. Starmie's gonna come in here and go surf. If Starmie's coming in here, probably means it's either threatening a Thunderbolt or it is. We're gonna find out soon enough what it is. Okay, T-Tar's the last. That makes sense because you want to be able to prevent something like Gengar from just running you over. It's probably Scarf Tar. Okay, no surprises there. But Gyarados is gonna come in, and now this Gyarados actually looks kind of annoying if not careful. Dragon Dance is here. We don't know if it's whacking or... Oh, wait, no, it's lefties. What am I saying? Warfall's here. Okay, Scarm's going to barely hold on. Gotta get Stealth Rocks up, and Pideous just gotta explode, get rid of this Scarm. May or may not regret that later. We'll find out soon enough. Metagross is the last on Pideous's end. That makes sense. You want to have a second steal a lot of times. And T-Tar's gonna be forced out, and Suicune's going to come in. Suicune gotta take 14%. Oh, Mash Raise is actually really bad for 199. And oh, huge miss again. So this might be agility meta into a Crocoon. For 199 though, Rotom is, unfortunately the Rotom is significantly chipped, so this damage that the Starmie did earlier in the game is going to prove to be vital, especially to this Metagross that actually now has a realistic shot at running over 199's entire team if he's not careful. And yeah, there's the EQ, and yeah, Suicune's forced to rest. If you are Pideous, she can actually fish for Mash Raises if she wanted to, or a crit. Okay, that's a rough Sleep Talk row to get. And yeah, really you see how something like Breloom not being able to spam Spore has given rise to variations of sets of already good Pokemon such as Breloom. And Suicune forced to rest again. That double Mash Raise is devastating because now that EQ can actually free a KO. But if he gets a... Oh, okay. Oh, that might have been a roll. And Neoqueen's going to come in here and force to sack it. And now you have to bring in the Tyranitar to kind of do damage control. But Gyara's going to come in here. Except 199 should be... I would not feel great here if I'm 199 because now it's like, okay, your Tyranitar is, you know, attack dropped by Intimidate. And then now Gyarados actually could KO this Rotom. And then Suicune can't actually do anything back because 199 revealed that it is Crocoon, although Pideous probably already knew that based on the damage done to Suicune. And then Clefable, if this is, since it's not Lum, if it has T-Wave, which it may or may not have it could be Wish Protect, Knock, Seismic Toss. If it's Wish Protect, then you are in trouble anyways. If it is T-Wave, then you're going to open the door to something like Rotom actually being a headache. But actually, no, that's half a lie. You could get lucky there, I suppose. But either way, though, this Gyarados is probably Pideous's last chance to actually try to win the game. If 199 can stave off this Gyarados threat, then 199 is in a fantastic position. Crunch is here, gets the defense drop, which is okay, but that doesn't really help you. Rotom's going to come in, and okay, just go get crit, sure, why not? And Clef's going to flinch, or no flinch. Okay, no, it is going to get Seismic Tossed here, and oh wait, T-Tar can actually win the game now. If 199 gets unlucky here, oh, that crit actually mattered, because I think if 199 does not get crit there, then 199 has a 1-turn window to try and either swap out and then bring the T-Tar in, or at the very least, what you can do here is that you can try to let the Tyranitar lose a little bit more health, and then you can try to use the Clefable if you have it to try and make it lose even more health from the poison. And then once it gets low enough, you can try to put it in range of something like your own Tyranitar. So that is, yeah, so you can see how like a crit like that is huge as a result. And superpower is there, and yeah, you really see what happens here is because he's forced into this really crappy situation where he more or less has to, where he couldn't just waste more health as a result. And Crunch is here, and oh wait, oh it's custom. Oh man, that is tough. That is tough. If Pideous is gonna win this game, and man, that Custap Berry coming in real handy. Yeah, so a couple things that could have happened here was that if you're 199, yeah, that crit really mattered because of the fact that, one, if you can, yeah, no, like I'm going back to that because for example, so you see how the T-Tar dropped to like 14%, right? For example, if that Suicune has one more turn where it could try to, you know, click Sleep Talk and then potentially KO the T-Tar, Pideous would be forced to, she would be forced to get out of there, get in and out of there, and then you can kind of let your own T-Tar try to win the game, because Pideous' only out would be getting like a crit T-Bolt with Scarf Rotom and whatnot. So that's just like, yeah, you really see how tight the margin of error was for Pideous. I honestly thought that the Gyarados was probably Pideous' last real chance to win the game, but you know, she was able to but yeah, she showed a path that I probably did not consider nearly as much. So good stuff from Pideous, and you know, for the most part, well played by 199, working to get to that scenario where his best bet was like hoping that, hey, look, hope he doesn't have Custap, but yeah, that is the reality with Custap and DPP, is that you always have to try to account for it, even if your opponent might not bring it. Anyways, that being said though, if you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.